How do I start this? I've done 2 intro attempts so far, but that's not what I'm really asking, no. It's just, how do I make a video like this? Now with my what ifs, it's just narration with custom art I drew. But here, I can't just go do that. I figured I could just skip some bits here and there, but something like this needs time. Room to breathe. I can't just do what I did for the MHA what ifs and cover a single arc in the span of an hour. No. It needs time and a different approach. In fact, I began writing scripts for this video, and I never do that. I just use what's in my head, but things need to change. It's not going to stay the same, and sometimes I'm worried I'm not making a story for everyone. I'm making a story for me. And I don't want that to be the case, but I'm not perfect. This channel isn't perfect. It's flawed. It may never go somewhere. It may take years until I can monetize my content, so that I can support myself and have more time to create content. It may never be consistent. But you know what? That's okay. Because despite all of this, I still will keep making videos despite all of these facts. Because of you guys. I never thought I'd get to where I am now, but I am here. I enjoy it. Sure, I may lose motivation. Sure, I may delay things. Sure, I stress myself out with making a video before the deadline. And sure, my laptop fan is distracting. But seeing what you guys say and seeing you all enjoy it makes it worth it. So I'll keep doing this. And while yes, I grieve over delaying, I remember the words I said on my first video I posted. Consistency is not our thing, people. Not our thing. So why stress? But I've gone long enough. So if this is your first time here, hi, I'm Phantom Reaper. But you all can call me either Phantom, Cypher, or Yuki. None of those are my real name. And welcome to the rewrite of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V. Arc V had potential to be one of the best entries in the series. And why wouldn't it? It had a really good first season. It introduced a new summoning mechanic that helped a lot of decks. And it helped set up the world we will be experiencing. But then, something happened. It got worse over time. And the ending was the worst one ever in the series. Now there are many problems that people point to as to why it began to get bad. So I'll list them along with some complaints, as well as my own. Oh, and spoilers for Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V, obviously. Number 1. The Synchro arc is incredibly long and uneventful for most of it, while the other arcs afterwards are shorter. Now this I understand. I always felt like it was a big waste of time. We already did the tournament thing, but it could have been different. We don't have much variety in the Friendship Cup. In fact, it's not even friendship related, no, the Lances have to duel against each other. But why? There was a better way to go about this. For example, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V remake series by MPenna23, hope I pronounced that right, which also inspired me to do my own take on this type of rewrite. In that Synchro arc, it follows what Season 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds did. A team-based tournament, which was 10 times better. It provided the Lances with a challenge of working together. And it was already 10 times better than the original Friendship Cup. And in Emp and the 23's rewrite, there was even a mini arc that happened in between the Friendship Cup that helped break up the monotony, and that's good. And while I haven't finished the whole fic, I don't want it to unintentionally influence my version any more than it did. Number 2. Too many characters, not enough development. Granted, this is mostly due to patient issues this series seems to have, but also introducing too many characters has them overshadow some. Number 3. The ending, and more specifically, how it handled the other fragments of Zark and Ray. Now during the story, the fragments of Zark were handled quite well, but not perfect. Yuto was eliminated too early. Sure, he stayed, but that didn't fix things. Yuri was an excellent antagonist. You saw him? You feared what he was capable of. But he's also the most tragic in my opinion. See, unlike the other fragments, Yuri didn't interact with the fusion fragment of Ray, Serena. While the others did. They interacted with their Ray counterparts. But that isn't the only cause of why he is the way he is, no. It was the environment and the people around him that were the cause. Leo Akaba exploited that loneliness that Yuri had. As much as Yuri wanted to deny it, he hated it. It's why he goes as far as he does. It's why he does all these things. The system he's under rewards him for being a monster, a weapon. But we don't see Yuri as much as we should, which is a shame, but I'm getting off topic. Yugo is handled very well, I like him, he's fun. And finally, Yuya. My god, he needs therapy. I never agreed with the whole sentiment of smile when you want to cry, or smiles are important. It makes him come across as, well, ignorant. But it's also not healthy. It encourages people to let their emotions build up because negative emotions are looked down upon. Like you shouldn't feel them. I disagree. You should feel them. You're human. It's natural to cry when you're sad. Be angry. In fact, the XC's arc is where there should have been challenged. But no, it wasn't. It's just glossed over. But now we get to the fragments of Ray, and ho ho ho, they fumbled the bag. Let's start with Serena, everyone's favorite. When we first see her, she's aggressive, she's rash. She's here to kick ass and not realize social norms because she wasn't allowed to socialize. She at first didn't feel like a damsel in distress. She was a damsel who will cause distress while wearing a dress. She felt like a warrior, and that's why a lot of people liked her. But near the end, and this is a problem for all those Ray's fragments, she became a damsel in distress. And I do not like that. She shouldn't be waiting for rescue. She is the rescue. She would have broken out of her cage and kicked all her captors' asses. Can you tell she's my favorite? Next is Yuzu, and let me just say, Yuya, people like strong women. Just ask Bastion. She helped balance out Yuya's goofiness by being the more mature one. But she also had her own struggles. She lost to Julia in the dub, and decided to learn fusion summoning to improve. And that she did. I do wish her deck also got the pendulum upgrade, a missed opportunity. But she also faces the damsel in distress issue. But one thing I'm mad about is why is shonen so bad at romance? Come on! Sorry, got sidetracked. Now with Ruri and Rin. We don't get to spend more time with them. We hear about them, we see them, and most of that time they're brainwashed. And they, along with Serena, merge with Yuzu like the other you boys did with Yuya. And we hate this. I really do wish we got to see more of them. So we could have gotten them more cards for their archetypes. Because Wind Witch has only 2 synchros, while Speedroid has a bunch. And I do not like that. I want more Wind Witch cards, because, come on, it's pretty unique. A burn damage focus deck. Number 4, and this is me personally, Zark and Ray don't feel like characters. They feel like mythical beings. We barely know anything about them, and despite the fact Ray was a random person who chose to sacrifice herself, she feels mythical, like a savior. And that frustrates me. They should feel human. We should know more about them, but we don't. Zark's just treated as a, oh, big bad guy. And I'm tired of pretending that this type of writing's okay. And the last one I'll list is no ritual dimension or dragon. Now with the last two issues I list, it's very easy to go, oh, here's more info about them, or, oh, we made a ritual dimension and dragon. But that's just lazy. So instead of doing that, I'm doing this. Providing a reason why there wasn't a ritual dimension or dragon, while introducing someone who knew Zark and Ray personally. Hi everyone, post-editing Phantom here. I decided to cut this part out where I explained this change I made, because I felt like it spoiled way too much. Also, just to let you all know, I recorded this before I made the decision to split the video up. So, yeah, there won't be we won't be covering the LDS showdown in this episode. Also, sorry about my laptop fan, And before I forget, let me introduce some rules for this series. The duels will be simulated with Ego Pro, and while it does have an action duel mode, I'm not going to use it because it gets annoying when I'm trying to capture footage and do a duel. 2, all decks will have 48 cards in the main deck, and the decks used will be shown at the end. In 3, we will be using Master Rules Tree, and each duel will be 8,000 life points. Number 4, decks will try to follow how they were in canon, but they will be upgraded with a few things. Number 5, not everything is going to be shown or redone, such as Yuya's qualification duels. You know, Quiz Guy, Reed Peppers, Fortune Tellers. Yeah, those will still go as usual. So if I don't mention anything about them, then it's still the same. This is so I'm not repeating things. And this rule makes me worried on how I'll handle this rewrite, if I'm gonna be skipping stuff like that. But I'm willing to try. Number 6. Some cards will use their anime effects like Card of Sanctity. As for cards on the ban list, they will be used, but only one copy. So any banned cards will be just that one. Number 7. There will be custom cards used. They do take a while to program, and there's a lot of stress involved. Now, those are the rules. I'll do my best to follow them, but I can and will be prone to making mistakes. But let's have fun, shall we? And hopefully the first entry of this rewrite is released before the Easter break ends. I'm not too sure, but let's begin. Or if I decided to release this as a sort of trailer, I hope you all are excited. Really just depends on what I do. I don't even know how I think. Hey Dad, it's been a rough week today. Look at you, Yuya. Talking as if he's gonna hear you. Well, things have been, well, like I said, hectic. I got an offer to duel Strong, and I was able to clear up your name, but now I've got these new cards called Pendulums. Pretty impressive. But those other kids didn't think so. They called me a cheater, but no, I don't even know, so maybe I did? But it's still a mystery to me. But one thing's for certain, a lot of people want to get their hands on it. I just dueled this guy from LDS, top student apparently, named Silvio. He acted all nice at first. Granted, he threw some darts at me, but they were suction cupped ones, so no harm. But he tricked me, stole my cards, gave me trash once, put Yuzu and the others in danger. I still feel guilty about that. But I ended up winning. Used those same cards he insulted. But he was able to use it right away without any practice whatsoever. It took me weeks, just weeks. And he just does it? I mean, I did hear some noise from his duel disk. There's probably a person telling him, but who knows pendulum cards? I honestly can't believe. Are there others with them? So much. Nah. If that's the case, we would be hearing all about it. That's well. Anyway, hello, sir. Can I help you? Oh, my apologies. You just happen to have the same face as my friend. And sir, are you okay? Oh no, did I kill him? Oh, he's just passed out. Well, I can't exactly just leave him here. Well, time for the ever helpful entertainer Yuya Sakaki to. Well, where were you going with this, Yuya? Ah, well. Hopefully Mom doesn't mind me picking up another straggler. Look, I understand, Yuya, but bringing him here instead of a hospital... Well, you always brought strays back. What's wrong with this? It's a grown man, Yuya. So if it was a grown dog, you'd leave it? Of course not. When did you become so cheeky? Sorry, Mom. I don't know. I just feel bad. Look at him. He looked like he crawled out of a war zone. Oh my god, he's alive. You thought he was dead? No. Maybe. Okay, I'll be quiet. Where? Oh, you're awake. Sorry about... sorry, You still seem to be in quite a daze. I'll go get you something to drink. You keep our guest company. Okay, Mom. Sorry, everything seems to be in a daze right now. Well, don't worry. Do you happen to know your name? I don't know if you're suffering from amnesia or not. Well, I do know my name, it's just... I can't seem to remember certain things clearly. Where are my manners? Kronos Vale. And you, young man? Well, I'm Yuya Sakaki. Future duel tainer, and the one and only duelist with pendulum cards. Pendulum what now? Pendulum cards. Wait, you don't know? No, I just woke up randomly in an alley today and just started wandering about. Probably should have gotten something to eat or at least recuperate, but that's besides the point. What are these pendulum cards? A new archetype? Like Blue Eyes? No, they're a new way of summoning. What? Well, you have the face of someone who just got fooled. Did something bad happen today? Well, are you familiar with LDS? No. What is that, a disease? Maybe after what happened today. But no. One of the students said he was a fan of mine and brought me there along with my class from Yusho. Yusho? Our dual school. A dual school? Wow, you must have really hit your head hard. But regardless, LDS is one of the most elite dual schools out there. They have access to all summoning methods. And they're one of the best places you can go to be taught. Wait. You mean you have... Why would I need to learn how to XC summon? What? It's simple. You take two monsters at the same level, and summon a monster whose rank equals that level. I mean, surely there's more. Nope. Trial and error. And reading cards. Well, I mean, oh, sorry for me interrupting. That's a habit of mine when I want to say something. Please continue, Mr. Sakaki. Well, I'm too young to be called Mister. And I'm not old enough to be called Mister, but yet here we are. What? Well, anyways. Trying to be a fan, yada yada. Stole my pendulum cards, yada yada. Held my friends hostage, yada. You can't just gloss over that. Is that what bothering you? The fact that he held them hostage? Yeah, I couldn't really duel properly while that was happening. But I ended up winning. Even used some of the weak cards he gave me as payback. That doesn't seem to be what's been bothering you, though. Apart from your cards being stolen. Well, it's just, he knew how to use them. But I spent weeks learning everything about them. Huh. So you're thinking they're sabotage? Well, I'm not claiming that, but, maybe. Well, this has been delightful, but I'm kind of getting really tired. I think I'll pass out again. Wait, what? Oh my god, he did pass out again. Alright, I brought back refreshments and yeah, did you knock him out? Mom, I swear this isn't what it looks like. He just... I'm only joking. No. Why can't I... No. No. No, no, no. No! What are you doing in my house? I told you I would not. What was that just now? Oh, come on, Teach. Besides, your sister. What's all that noise downstairs? Oh, you're such a sweet. For the last time, no. And Mom, why'd you have to give him my pancakes? Oh, look at him, Yuya. He's so adorable, though. Mom, he's a human being, not a stray. Well, I don't see you complaining. This is different. What do you mean this is different? Oh, you're awake. Yes, and... Yo! Yuya, you didn't tell me you had a little brother. Ah, Teach! Look at him. Your brother thinks I'm your little brother. Wait. I'm starting to realize how little sense that made. He's not my little brother. He's just been a kid that's been pestering me ever since I defeated Silvio. It's been getting real annoying. Have you tried dueling him? What? That seems to solve a lot of problems. Except taxes. You still need an accountant for that. Oh, believe me, I know. Well, that's a great idea. Come on, Teach. Let's duel. Sorry, I can't. I have to go now. Aw, Teach, wait up! Well, that was something. And so that's how he won that duel. It's still strange, but I'm glad to see him happy. Huh. It is an interesting thing. But it's also strange that he doesn't even remember it. You're not saying he's cheating? No, definitely not. He would have tried some form that would have been secure. Look at me, I'm starting to sound like her. Her? Oh, one of my well, not old. My best friend. Well, one of my best friends. Oh, really? Yep. Me and my other best friend met her at a tournament where we thought it was a tag duel one, but it was a triple one. She didn't realize it wasn't a single one, so we ended up teaming up. Granted, those two argued so much that you'd think we hated each other. I did my best to mediate. At the finals, they somehow managed to get along. But I digress. Say, do you need any help? No, thank you. I can handle things. Are you sure? I still feels rude of me to not offer any form of compensation for taking me in. Well, you can start by getting better and keeping me company. Hmm. Okay then. Hi, Mom! Hi, Kronos! I'm back! Welcome home, Yuya. Hello there. How was your day? That was interesting to say the least. Sora kept bothering me and it got so extreme. I ended up dueling him. Turns out he can use fusion monsters. Quite impressive. Really? Hmm? Sure, it can be a difficult summoning method. Mainly because you need to have the materials on hand and polymerization. But I don't think it's impressive that much. Well, not everyone can extra deck summon. But you seem to have a bit of knowledge. It comes with experience. And having to deal with two people who don't really like each other, but also kinda do. It's a confusing thing, and I kept trying to matchmake them because I had a feeling and I was right. And the two of them just couldn't admit it. Sounds like you and Yuzu. Ugh, why would I want to date a strong girl? Yuya! Why is that an issue? Huh? There are people who like strong women. Uh, well, she's rude. That also is something that people like. Welcome to reality. It's weird, and I've given up trying to make sense of things. Most of the time. Hmm. Say, I don't want to sound rude or anything, but how about tomorrow you come to Yusho with us? Yuya, I don't think he's recovered enough yet. After tomorrow? Yuya, okay, after tomorrow. Well, I kind of want to get myself familiar with the surrounding area. Well, don't worry. I'll be sure to be an excellent guide. Don't you have school tomorrow? No, they're closed tomorrow. Really? Yeah, teacher meeting. I'll go get started on dinner. Come on, big sis Yuzu, it's not all that bad. I just wish they at least offered some help, Allie. Hmm? What's wrong? Look. Man, Sylvia's gonna be crankier than usual if we don't get here soon. I know, he always is like that when he's hungry. Yeah, admit he's been improving. Yeah, that defeat against Yuya's make him train like a man. Soon he'll be able to defeat that faker. What do you mean by faker? I've been playing too much Sonic Adventure 2 recently. Man, you gotta lay off the video. What do they mean by defeat? Big sis Yuzu? Allie? Take the ice cream and go to Yusho. By acting like Yuya should be there. Well, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna stop him. But it's dangerous. And so is not doing anything. Yuya's been helping me too many times now. It's time I repay him the favor. But wait! Oh, I can't carry all this ice cream. Okay, Yuzu. They should be here. And if you haven't messed up, you should be fine. Alright? On the count of 3. 1, 2. What the heck you're doing? Do you not know who I am? I don't care about that. I only care about painful. Well, you don't know who you are. What's going on? For I am Neo New Silvio, and I will beat your sorrow. What's going on here? Yuzu Higari! I should have known you were behind this. Behind what? Well, for starters, you're standing behind him. Did you try to make a joke? I know, I'm quite the comedian. What's this? More... Ruri? Huh? You're...
Hey! You think you could just waltz in here, beat up my cronies, and get away with it? Nuh-uh.
Fine then. If we're not gonna get any information, we'll settle this in a duel.
What do you mean we're not gonna get information? No matter! I needed you to test them ball anyway.
Let's duel! Since I'm feeling generous, the first turn is yours, Mystery Knight. Very well. I'll start by setting 3 cards face down and a monster face down. And I'll end my turn.
Really? That's all?
And here I thought you'd do something impressive. But alas, it appears I, Neo New Silvio, was wrong. Will you make your move, or are you just delaying the inevitable?
I don't delay, I act. My turn. I draw. I'll set 2 cards face down, and then since you control 2 or more cards in your spell and trap card zone, I'll special summon from my hand Escher, the Frost Vassal. Next I'll activate the Monarch Stormfront, so now I contribute using monsters you control.
I'll chain the Phantom Knights of Dark Gauntlet to send the Phantom Knights of Shadowvale to my graveyard.
Really? You're just throwing cards away? What, are you scared?
Or planning. Why don't you find out then?
I will! And I'll also use your monster to tribute summon Testalos, the Firestorm Monarch.
And since he was tribute summoned, 1 card is randomly discarded from your hand. And since you only have 1, say goodbye to it.
Now, my Testalos, attack him directly. Flame and suppression.
I activate my trap card, the Phantom Knights of Lost Vambrace. I can reduce the attack of 1 monster on the field by 600 and special summon this card in defense mode as a monster. Also, none of my Phantom Knights can be destroyed by battle this turn. Now who's delaying the inevitable? I'll end my turn. Your move, Masked Man. I'll draw. I'll set a card and I'll banish my Silent Boots to add Phantom Knights of Wrong Magnet Ring to my hand. I'll set a card and end my turn. Well, I know that card is the one he just added, but I don't know what it does. First I keep Escher in defense mode.
I can't have repeats like you, ya Sakaki!
I draw, and my Monarch will attack your Lost Vambrace. I activate Wrong Magnet Ring to negate your attack and to summon it to the field.
I am my turn.
You're starting to annoy me with all
These delays, and it isn't even giving you an advantage. All you have is 2 level 2
monsters. Looks like you're starting to realize what I plan to do. My turn. I'll draw. I'll set a card, and next I'll overlay my 2 level 2 monsters to build the overlay network. Piercing through 10,000 warriors, the cursed spear of rebellion, entombed in darkness. Descend now! Exceed, summon, come forth, the Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin!
Only 1,600 attack! Not enough to destroy my Monarch. If this is anything like what Yoya Sakaki, that means it has a good effect. I'm not risking it. I activate my trap card, Bottomless Trap Hole, to destroy and banish your Xyz monster.
Pointless. I activate my face down, another copy of Dark Gauntlet, to send to my graveyard Phantom Knight's Spear. What good will that do you? Your monster's still going down. Not quite. If a dark monster I control would be destroyed, I can banish my Phantom Knight's Spear instead, meaning my monster is still on the field. Damn it!
You got lucky.
Next I'll activate Cursed Javelin's effect by detaching 1 overlay unit. I can reduce the attack of 1 monster you control to 0, and I choose your Firestorm Monarch.
What?
Now go, Cursed Javelin. Attack as Monarch. I end my turn.
don't think you just won yet, cause I, Neo New Silvio, still can make a comeback. I draw. I activate March of the Monarchs. Next, I'll activate my continuous trap card, the first Monarch, which I can summon to the field. Unfortunately, this is all I can do for now, so I'll have to end my turn. He's trying to build up his defense, possibly to stall until he draws the card he needs. I can't allow this. I draw. I activate my face down, the Phantom Knights of Mistclaw, which allows me to add back to my hand from my banish zone Silent Boots. And since I control a Phantom Knight monster, I could special summon it. Next, I normal summon Ragged Gloves. And with these two, I'll build the Overlay Network. Souls of knights who fell on the battlefield, revive here and now, and become the light that breaks the darkness. Xyz summon, appear! Phantom Knight's Break Sword! Another Xyz monster! Wait, does it have enough attack points to destroy my first Monarch? It will, thanks to Ragged Gloves effect, which grants Breaksword 10,000 attack. Now attack, Breaksword. Overthrow his Monarch. And Cursed Javelin, attack his vassal. And with that, my turn is over.
Damn it, damn it, damn it! No matter what I do, he has an answer for everything. My best bet is to use Swords of Revealing Light and stall.
I draw. I will activate Swords of Revealing Light, thus preventing you from attacking. And I'll end my turn. That won't matter. I draw. I'll set a card face down and I'll activate Breaksword's effect. By detaching one overlay unit, I can destroy one card on my field, and one on your field. So now your Swords of Revealing Light is no more.
No!
Yes, and now both my monsters will attack you directly. Before I end my turn, I'll ask you this. What is LDS's connections to academia? What's you on about? This badge is from LDS, correct?
Yes! Everyone who's part of LDS has one.
Then what is your school's connection to academia? I don't know what you're on about, but if you think I'll lose to some vigilante wannabe, then you're in for a rude awakening. I draw!
Please be something useful, please be something useful, please be something useful, please be something useful.
Your downfall begins! What are you on about?
This is what I'm on about.
I activate from my hand. Yes, sir, the Primal Squire's effect. By revealing a Monarch spell card, I can special summon it. And I'll use that same card I revealed, the Monarch Stormfront. So I'll tribute your Breaksword and my Squire to summon Mobius, the Mega Monarch! And don't think for a second your Javelin's gonna help you. Because thanks to my continuous spell, March of the Monarchs, it can't be destroyed or targeted by card effects. What? And it doesn't end there! Cause now thanks to the fact that Mobius was tribute summoned, that face down of yours is going to the graveyard. Now you see who you're up against? I'm Neo New Silvio. Now Mobius crushes Cursed Javelin's rebellion, frozen oppression. And that's all for now. I draw. I activate Ragged Gloves effect to send another copy of itself to the graveyard. And I'll banish Phantom Knight's sword to special summon back from my graveyard. Breaksword. I'll send a monster and then my turn.
Oh, where's all that bravado you had? That's right, it was frozen and shattered into a million pieces by Mobius. And that will continue to be the case when I activate the field spell, Domain of the True Monarch. And don't think you can summon any more of your Xyz monsters. So long as I have a tribute summoned monster, you can't summon from the extra deck.
What?
Now you understand why I am the best. I may have lost horribly to that clown of a duelist, but did I, Neon You Silvio, just give up? No, I improved. While others would probably wallow in despair, I studied, I planned, I have trained. My cards are sweet, I know, but I have skill. Skill that pays the bills, because that is who I am. So before you get any idea, I'll attack your face down so you can't sit up for a future Xyz summon. Not that it matters, since your future is to be a cold and bleak one. So let's see you survive against this. Are you done with your theatrics? I've been through worse than this. I draw. I'll activate from my graveyard the card you sent. The Phantom Knight's rank up magic launch. Wait, what? By banishing it, I can attach one Phantom Knight's monster from my hand to any Dark Xyz monster I control. Then, since a Phantom Knight's cards in my graveyard was banished, I can special summon Torn Scales to the field. Next up, I'll use Break Sword's effect to destroy itself and your field spell with it. Damn it! You and your cards don't know when to stop being a nuisance, do you? Next, I'll activate Ragged Gloves to send another copy of Shadow Veil to my graveyard. And I'll also banish Silent Boots to add Phantom Knight's Sword to my hand. I'll set a card face down, and I'll banish Cloven Helm, which will allow me during the end phase to add one Phantom Knight's cards from my graveyard to my hand. And since my turn is over, I'll add Wrong Magnet Ring to my hand. That won't save you. I draw. I normal summon the familiar face, my Frost Vassal. Now Mobius, attack his last remaining monster. Now my Ishir, attack him directly. I activate from my graveyard the effects of Shadow Veil. What? When my opponent declares a direct attack, I can special summon them to the field in defense mode. So that's why he sent them. Probably the only reason he destroyed his own Xyz monster. He played me like a damn fiddle. Don't think that will help you, cause I'll just destroy one of them before you can bring out another of your annoying Xyz monsters. I'll activate my face down, Phantom Knight's Sword, which I'll equip to a monster I control. But it won't be around for long, since if the equipped monster would be destroyed, I can destroy this card instead. I am my turn. I draw. And I guess I should be thanking you for making my plans work. But that would be a lie. Your dueling is by far the weakest I've seen. Every action has no back into it. It's all power, no substance. Just make your move, punk! I will. I'll overlay my two monsters to build the overlay network. Born from pitch black darkness, to fight those foolish enough to oppose it with its treacherous fangs. Now descend! Xyz summon! Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon! Great! Just my luck, I'm facing a duelist with another dumb dragon. You'll regret insulting my companion! I'll set a card, and I'll activate Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon's effect. By detaching both its overlay units, I can target one monster on the field and half its attack, while adding the other half to my dragon. Go! Treacherous Discharge! You fool! Mobius can't be targeted thanks to my March of the Monarchs. All that effort and you still lose. I'm not targeting your Monarch. What? Well, I wish I could. Your Frost Vassal will make a fine substitute. And since my dragon now has 400 extra attack, your Mobius will be no more. And with that, I'll end my turn. This isn't looking good. As long as he doesn't summon any more monsters, I'll be fine. I'll draw. Monster Reborn. I could use it now, but I think it'd be best to save it if I don't get another monster. I'll switch my Vassal into defense mode and end my turn. You're finished. I draw. I banish Phantom Knight's Sword to special summon Cursed Javelin back to the field. What? And I'll have it attack your Vassal. Wait! And now Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Attack him directly with your full might! And end this duel! Wait! Yeah! What have I done? What have you done? Rui, do you not recognize me?
For the last time, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me. Yuya? You... Who's you? Ah! Where did he go?
Oh, my meat, still in pain here.
Yuzu! Yuya, who's this guy? Oh, have I not introduced you to him? You were gonna introduce me tomorrow, Yuya.
That still doesn't answer the question. Who is this guy?
Alright, remember how I talked about how I found the guy who passed out in front of me?
Yes. Well, this is that guy.
Kronos? Sorry. You just have the same face as my best friend. Well, at least I didn't do what I did with Yuya when I mistook him.
Why do I not want to know what happened?
Well, he kind of just saw me, kind of rushed at me, grabbed my face, and asked questions, and then realized that I wasn't his friend.
Uh-huh.
I was kind of in a daze. I just woke up that day, not knowing where I was or what was going on. So amnesia, not quite amnesia. It's just it's a hard. I'm just having a hard time remembering things. It's just flying around everywhere. Oh my god, a demon! No, that's just Silvio. Oh, so he is a demon. That doesn't answer though. What happened to you? Well then, can we just go home? Please? Oh, okay. It's a good thing we ran into Ali on our way to Yusha. Agreed. Hopefully the others there have gotten that ice cream. Oh, I... This day's just so confusing. Believe me, I know that feeling too well. Oh, I didn't really introduce myself. Well, Yuya did, but still. Kronos Vale. And you? Oh, Yuzo Higari. Yes, hey, what is... You look like you crawled out of a war zone. I guess you can say that. And that concludes this rewrite, or this episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V rewrite. As I'm recording this, I have finished editing all the footage, and my god, the duel one was taking so long. That's the last time I'm gonna use the replay mode. Either way, if you probably can't tell, at some point I finally discovered how to make images move with keyframes. Took me long enough. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this. Is this perfect? Pfft, probably not. But it's a great time for me to try something new. Wait, I mean to say, it's nice to try something new. Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole is one of my favorite games and series. I remember watching Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, but I didn't end up finding the name until much later, and oh my god, was it such a fun time rewatching that. I did mistake Yugi for Yusei because they both have spiky hair, but it was a long time since I seen that, so you know. Anyways, hope you all enjoy, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my weekend off, because today is the last day of the Easter break for me. And I'll be back at college. Hooray! Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this new thing I was trying. If you all didn't like it, that's fine. It's still me just trying out something new. And also, sorry for no custom images I just don't have the time. I wanted to get this out as soon as possible. Anyways, see ya.